ਸਤਨਾਮ ਸ੍ਰੀ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਜੀ। ਗੁਰੂ ਗਰੀਬ ਨਵਾਜ, ਗੁਰੂ ਗਰੀਬ ਨਵਾਜ। ਧੰਨ ਧੰਨ ਸਤਿਗੁਰੂ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਸ੍ਰੀ ਗੁਰੂ ਗ੍ਰੰਥ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਜੀ ਮਹਾਰਾਜ। ਇੱਕ ਓੰਕਾਰ ਸਤਿਨਾਮ ਕਰਤਾ ਪੁਰਖ ਨਿਰਭਉ ਨਿਰਵੈਰ ਅਕਾਲ ਮੂਰਤ ਅਜੂਨੀ ਸੈਭੰ ਗੁਰ ਪ੍ਰਸਾਦ। ਜਪ ਆਦ ਸੱਚ ਜੁਗਾਦ ਸੱਚ ਹੈ ਭੀ ਸੱਚ, ਨਾਨਕ ਹੋਸੀ ਭੀ ਸੱਚ। ਦੋਹਰਾ ਸਗਲ ਦੁਆਰ ਕੋ ਛਾੜ ਕੈ ਗਹਿਓ ਤੁਹਾਰੋ ਦੁਆਰ, ਬਾਹੇ ਗਹਿ ਕੀ ਲਾਜ ਅਸ ਗੋਬਿੰਦ ਦਾਸ ਤੁਹਾਰ। ਸਤਨਾਮ ਸ੍ਰੀ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਜੀ। ਹੁਕਮੀ ਹੋਵਨ ਆਕਾਰ, ਹੁਕਮ ਨਾ ਕਹਿਆ ਜਾਈ। ਹੁਕਮੀ ਹੋਵਨ ਜੀਅ, ਹੁਕਮ ਮਿਲੈ ਵਡਿਆਈ। ਹੁਕਮੀ ਉਤਮ ਨੀਚ, ਹੁਕਮ ਲਿਖ ਦੁਖ ਸੁਖ ਪਾਈਐ। ਇਕ ਨਾ ਹੁਕਮੀ ਬਖ ਸੀਸ, ਇਕ ਹੁਕਮੀ ਸਦਾ ਭਵਾਈਐ। ਹੁਕਮੈ ਅੰਦਰ ਸਭ ਕੋ, ਬਾਹਰ ਹੁਕਮ ਨਾ ਕੋਇ। ਨਾਨਕ ਹੁਕਮੈ ਜੇ ਬੁਝੈ, ਤਾ ਹਉਮੈ ਕਹਿ ਨਾ ਕੋਇ। ਹੁਕਮੈ ਅੰਦਰ ਸਭ ਕੋ, ਬਾਹਰ ਹੁਕਮ ਨਾ ਕੋਇ। ਨਾਨਕ ਹੁਕਮੈ ਜੇ ਬੁਝੈ, ਤਾ ਹਉਮੈ ਕਹਿ ਨਾ ਕੋਇ। ਸਤਿਗੁਰਾਂ ਦੀ ਸਾਜੀ ਨਵਾਜੀ ਗੁਰੂ ਰੂਪ ਗੁਰੂ ਖਾਲਸਾ ਸਾਧ ਸੰਗਤ ਜੀ, ਆਓ ਰਲ ਮਿਲ ਕੇ ਫਤਿਹ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਸਾਂਝ ਪਾਈਏ। ਸਾਰੀ ਹੀ ਸੰਗਤ ਬੁਲੰਦ ਆਵਾਜ਼ ਵਿੱਚ ਗੱਜ ਵੱਜ ਕੇ ਫਤਿਹ ਬੁਲਾਵੋ ਜੀ। ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕਾ ਖਾਲਸਾ, ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕੀ ਫਤਿਹ। ਜਿਹੜੀ ਆ ਸਾਧ ਸੰਗਤ ਜੀ ਹੁਣ ਅੱਧੇ ਘੰਟੇ ਵਾਸਤੇ ਗੁਰਬਾਣੀ ਇਤਿਹਾਸ ਦੀਆਂ ਵਿਚਾਰਾਂ ਇਹ ਸਾਧ ਸੰਗਤ ਜੀ ਹੁਣ ਅੰਗਰੇਜ਼ੀ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਹੋਣਗੀਆਂ। So with the blessings of the true Guru, to give undertake of this universe, ਧੰਨ ਧੰਨ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਸ੍ਰੀ ਗੁਰੂ ਗ੍ਰੰਥ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਜੀ ਸੱਚੇ ਪਾਤਸ਼ਾਹ ਮਹਾਰਾਜ। We've been blessed with the ability, we've been given this great opportunity, whether it be for only a few moments or whether it can be for hours. Sadh Sangat ji, we've been blessed with the ability to attend and enter and to also sit down in Shri Guru Granth Sahib Ji Sache Paatshah Maharaj's Pavan Pavitra Darbar. This is their court. You're currently sitting in the Darbar or the court of the King of Kings, but also Akal Purkh Vaheguru, the true Guru and the Lord of this universe. Maharaj Sache Paatshah says that there are many forms of the Guru, and one of the forms of God is in its written form of Gurbani of Shabad Roop, which is Tan Tan Sahib Shri Guru Granth Sahib Ji Maharaj, which we also say in Gurbani or in Gurmukhi. Sadh Sangat Ji, one thing I'd also like to mention as well is the Katha. By all means, it does happen in English in order to help translate or help those who, where Punjabi might not be their strongest language. But Sadh Sangat Ji, दास दा ਜਾਂ ਕਥਾਵਾਚਕਾਂ ਦਾ ਸਾਡਾ ਕੋਈ ਬਿਲਕੁਲ 0%, we don't want to do katha in English. Why? Because ਸਾਧ ਸੰਗਤ ਜੀ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਗੁਰਬਾਣੀ ਆ ਪੰਜਾਬੀ, ਉਹ ਗੁਰਬਾਣੀ ਦਾ ਅਸਲੀ ਰੂਪ ਹੈ। That's the true form of the Guru. And if you would like to have the true darshan or the true form of the Guru itself, then we can only understand it in Punjabi or in Gurmukhi. And this is not just a language that has been given to us by a set of individuals or a group of human beings. Nahi Sadh Sangat Ji, this is Gurmukhi. This is the Guru's word. This is the Guru's language. Gur is the Guru. Mukh means from the mouth. This language came from the Guru's mouth itself. And that is why we give so much respect to Tan Tan Sahib Shri Guru Granth Sahib Ji Maharaj. Sadh Sangat Ji, books are kept on shelves Tan Tan Sahib Shri Guru Granth Sahib Ji Maharaj sits on their beautiful throne, where they have a canopy on top which is called the Chandawal Sahib. They have a Sevadar behind who constantly, out of Sharda Pavana and respect, always wave a jar Sahib over. This is Satsanga Ji, the word of God. And also, we come in and we do Matha Tek. By doing Matha Tek Satsanga Ji, not hundreds, not thousands, but crore, millions upon millions of paatth are then taken off our life that we've accumulated due to past Janam, or even in this Janam itself. On Satsanga Ji, with Guru Sahib's blessings, we've been blessed with the ability to do Katha of the 52 Hukam, the 52 commandments that Tan Shri Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj has blessed the Khalsa Panth with. And today I'm going to do, or with Guru Sahib's kirpa, with Guru Sahib's blessings, try to go through 2 hukams, because they do sort of, they're a bit similar to one another. And so the 12th hukam, the commandment is Jaman, maran, viah, anand, ad, samay, Japji da paatth karke, Karaah Parsaad tiyar karke, Anand Sahib da paatth, ardaas karke, Panj Pyare atae hazoori Granthi Singha da vartaa rakh ke rakh oprunth Sangat nu vartadaa. So that's a very long title here that Maharaj has blessed us with. I'm just going to go through just that translation in English. Is that from birth, Jaman means to take birth. Marna is when we die. Anand is our marriage, is that we should recite Japji Sahib whilst making Karaah Parsaad. So now in this Katha, Maharaj blessed us with that ability that we will learn ki why deg, why we serve Parsaad, and how to make deg, and also ki why are certain things done in certain ways, because there might be a few members of the Sangat who might not know how deg is made, or the right way according to our rehat maryada, our code of conduct on how to prepare deg itself, and also how to distribute it and serve it into the Sangat. So, and also to read Anand Sahib, do ardaas, and then distribute the Karaah Parsaad to Panj Pyare, the Granthi Sahib, and the rest of the Sangat. So Sangat Ji, as we know that in previous weeks we've mentioned this before, is that we have many ceremonies, Panj Sanskar, that we have in our life. The first one is Jaman, at the time of birth, that the baby should be brought into the sanctuary, into the court of Tan Shri Guru Granth Sahib Ji Maharaj. Even in times of the second ceremony, which stays with us, Satsang Ji, throughout our whole life, is Vidya. Vidya is education. That alongside our worldly education, we should also be educated in our Sikh Ithas, which is our history, Gurbani Santhya, learning how to pronounce Gurbani and our part correctly, and also learning Kirtan, learning Katha, as in translation, learning what Tan Shri Guru Granth Sahib Ji Maharaj is telling us. Also Shastra Vidya, our Sikh martial arts, we should also learn in this. This is also Vidya, a form of education. Agge is Amrit Sanchar. Satsang Ji, one of the most important hukams that Guru Sahib has actually given us is Pratham Rahati Jaan Amrit Ke Paul Chike, which means that at some point in our life we should kneel down in front of the Panj Pyare and ask for Amrit, ask for the Guru to bless us with a Jivan and live upon the Khalsa's traditions and the Rehat Maryada of the Khalsa Panth that Guru Sahib themselves blessed us with. Then is also Anand Karaj, when a Singh and a Singhani, or a bride and a groom, will take Fere and Lama, Char Lama around Shri Guru Granth Sahib Ji Maharaj. That is an Anand Karaj Satsang Ji, which is only for Sikhs. And then finally at the end, Antam Sanskar, we could say on the day of our funeral, or when a Saj part is to be carried out or started before the funeral itself. So Satsang Ji, where does deg actually come from? If we look at the times of even Guru Nanak Dev Ji Maharaj, we believe that Guru Nanak Dev Ji Maharaj is not a saint, is not a prophet. Guru Nanak Dev Ji Maharaj is actually God himself. We believe that society and the world was so evil and was burning, and Guru Sahib themselves had to come down in the form of a human being, swaroop of a human being, but obviously their powers, the kirpa, the blessings that they had were completely different. That is not what a human being has. Maharaj Sache Pacha came down in the form of a human being, but as the light of God, in order to save humanity and show people the way of righteousness, of wisdom, of knowledge and equality. But also Sat Sangat Ji is to fight for justice. At that time in India, the higher caste Hindus, they would even say that if someone from a lower caste was to ever even by chance, by mistake, even listen to the Bhagavad Gita, which is the sacred words or the Hindu texts, which is their form of paatth basically in the Hindu Dharam, if someone from a lower caste was to hear that, then what the higher caste used to do is they would torture that person by burning lead and pouring that into their ears, so then they'll become deaf. Let alone Sat Sangat Ji, even for a lower caste person to even come inside to a mandir, they weren't even allowed to eat the same food as people from the higher caste. Pelle Pacha, look how great Ki Tan Maharaj, Tan Guru Nanak Dev Ji Maharaj is. Ki that revolution. Ajkal bhi Sat Sangat Ji, even if we look in our workplaces, Gore are shouting about equality, that we provided people equality. You got presidents from around the world, not naming any in particular, but they saying that we believe in equality in our country. But Sat Sangat Ji, still to this day, even if you look at genders, there's no equality if you look amongst society. But where is there equality? Is in Sikhi. Tan Guru Nanak Dev Ji Maharaj, what did they say? Is that they said that the light of a Kalpak Waheguru shines in each and every individual on this universe. And that will forever happen. Maharaj Sache Pacha then, even if you look at the notion of langar, Sat Sangat Ji maaf karna, I could be wrong here, but as Sikhs we take langar for granted. Is we've not actually understood what the essence or what that revolution of langar is actually for. Is to actually provide basic needs, Sat Sangat Ji, for those who don't have it. But even if we look at that, is Tan Shri Guru Nanak Dev Ji Maharaj, is their revolution was to give everyone a chance. That Akal Purkh Waheguru is inside every single one of you. And there's no such thing as caste or social class. If you look at the time of King Akbar, when he came to meet Guru Nanak Dev Ji Maharaj, he said, Guru Sahib, I want to speak to you. And what did Guru Sahib first say? They said that before you even talk to me, you must have langar in the langar hall first. And what did the king say? He goes, nay, I don't sit down on the floor and I need my own chefs to give me, they prepare my food for me in this brilliant tals and spoons and everything like that. And Guru Sahib said, no, as soon as you come into the house of God, everyone is equal here. This Sat Sangat Ji, that is why we sit down on the floor, is to lower our ego. Ki koi hankar na hove. Te je assi hukam samjhne aa te nibhaune bhi aa. If we are going to listen to a hukam, in order to live upon a hukam, the first thing Sat Sangat Ji we must do is let go of our ego. Even Sat Sangat Ji, before we step into this Gurdwara, Hanji, your specific job or title that you have outside of the Gurdwara, that is respected. You are still respected as you come inside into the Gurdwara. But Sat Sangat Ji, as soon as we come into the Gurdwara, we are all on that level playing field. There is one who is highest, and they are always highest of all. That is Tan Shri Guru Granthi Sahib Ji Maharaj. If you look at Sachkhand Sri Harmandir Sahib, there's 4 doors. Chare darwaje sare waaste khulle hai. Whichever dharam, whichever culture, whichever background, whichever direction, chare darwaje Rab de ghar de khulle hai, and always open. And another thing, Sat Sangat Ji, obviously in this country due to weather or anything like that. But have you noticed that, especially in Punjab, jide Guru Ghar sade utte a, their doorways, they don't actually have doors on them, because that is to show that the Guru's house is always open. And langar, for example, pangat de vich, he's sitting down and we all distributed or served the same food. And that is what the Akbar at that time, that is what he also had to follow as well. He had to sit next to people that were beggars. He had to sit next to people who didn't have clothes, that didn't have money. Yet he was a Raja. But he was at that time in the Langar hall of a Maharaj. And that Maharaj is Tan Shri Guru Nanak Dev Ji Maharaj. So this was big at that time, Sadh Sangat Ji, this revolution that Pehle Bacha started. And if we move on, noticing what a process is of even then making deg itself. Sadh Sangat Ji, deg itself is made out of many ingredients. One of the ingredients, Sadh Sangat Ji, is flour. We also have butter. We also have sugar and water. And there needs to be equal amounts, Sadh Sangat Ji, which are poured in. But also, Sadh Sangat Ji, what we must understand is this is not just food. This has gurbani, which is read over it, and then that gurbani is actually inside of it as well. Sab to pehli gal deg banaun to pehlo, Sadh Sangat Ji, sanu pavitra ek saaf soni jagah chahiye. Because that particular deg or Karaah Parsaad, we're going to distribute that into the Sangat. But above all, Sadh Sangat Ji, we are going to take the blessings from Guru Sahib themselves. So if we are preparing anything for the Guru or to give anything to the Guru, we must make sure that the utmost respect, or in Punjabi or in Sikhi, which we call satkar, is always present from the very beginning. Also, we need then clean utensils in order to make it as well. Hygiene, Sadh Sangat Ji, sucham is big in Sikhi. Practicing cleanliness or hygiene, very, very important. And what it must be prepared in is sarblo as well, Sadh Sangat Ji, in a sarblo vartaa. And also, Sadh Sangat Ji, our ingredients, pame atta hove, or even the butter, even the sugar, it must be of a high quality, but also it should be ethical at the same time. So I've mentioned flour, sugar, butter and water, and also then whilst that is being prepared, a Gursikh should also be reciting Sri Japji Sahib whilst deg is being prepared. Japji Sahib, Sadh Sangat Ji, is the first Bani that we recite in our nickname. That is also, we could say, the first Bani in Sri Guru Granthi Sahib Ji Maharaj. And then after Sadh Sangat Ji is made, we must leave it to cool down. Now the reason why I'm saying that is, it's not only because we can't have hot food on our tongue or anything like that, but there's a sakhi, a story which I'll tell you shortly as well. So we must leave it to the side in order for it to cool down. And then also when we bring it into Guru Sahib's hazoori, it's not that we start distributing it there and then. We again must wait for it to cool down. But even when we have prepared deg or Karaah Parsaad in the kitchen or wherever when we're going to prepare it, even when we bring it upstairs, ki Sadh Sangat Ji satkar dena, with respect. Deg, Sadh Sangat Ji, the bata should be carried on our head, because it belongs to the Guru. It's had gurbani recited over it. Gurbani consists inside that deg as well. And then there should also be a sevadar who has jal at the front and then is sprinkling or pouring the jal out in front. Ki o jagah bhi Sadh Sangat Ji aur rasta bhi saaf hove. And when we have taken the bata of deg and it has arrived into the darbar of Tan Shri Guru Granthi Sahib Ji, then a Gursikh must recite Sri Anand Sahib, which is the fifth Bani. Okay, the full, not 6 paurian, 40 paurian, the whole full Anand Sahib must then be recited. And then after that, Sadh Sangat Ji, this is what we also call Pancha Amrit. This is also a form of Amrit. Obviously it's not that form of Amrit where it's not the same as an Amrit Sanchar, because obviously with an Amrit Sanchar, that drink of Amrit is prepared by Panj Pyare. This is completely different. This is also called amrit though. And in ardaas, Saad Sangat ji ek pankti aunਦੀ ਆ ਅਨੇਕ ਪ੍ਰਕਾਰ ਭੋਜਨ ਬਹੁ ਕੀਏ ਬਹੁ ਬਿੰਜਨ ਮਿਸਤਾਏ ਕਰੀ ਪਾਕ ਸਾਲ ਸੋਚ ਪਵਿੱਤਰਾ ਹੁਣ ਲਾਭ ਹੋ ਭੋਗ ਹਰ ਰਾਏ. In ardaas, Saad Sangat ji, before we distribute deg, we must also do ardaas first. That Guru Sahib ji, you have blessed us with this. We have prepared this deg for yourself and your Saad Sangat, as in your congregation who's in the darbar. Please accept this, and also for any mistakes that we've made, is to please forgive us. Saad Sangat ji, forgiveness is also very important. And what this means, anek prakar bhojan bahut kiye bahut binjan mistaye. I have prepared all sorts of foods in various ways, and all sorts of sweets and desserts. Kari paak saal soch pavitra hun labh ho bhog haraye. Ki I have made my kitchen pure and sacred. And now, Akal Pukh Vaheguru, please sample, please accept that food, that bhojan that we have just made, and distribute that into your Sangat. So Saad Sangat ji, even bhog, how is bhog done as well? After that pankti is recited, a Gursikh should have a Siri Sahib in their hands as well. And they should swipe that Siri Sahib just once, Saad Sangat ji, into the deg itself. Not to do a cross or anything else. And please make sure that you do not touch the bottom of the vartaa. The Siri Sahib should never ever touch the bottom of the vartaa. And then Saad Sangat ji, after that, a hukamnama, a command, an order, a hukam is then read out by Tan Sri Guru Granth Sahib Ji Maharaj before we then move on to the next stage. The next stage, you might have seen it as well, is then the sevadar will then take 5 handfuls of deg and put them into a separate vartaa. Those 5 handfuls then, Saad Sangat ji, are distributed to Panj Amritari Singh. Why? Because then they are the form of the Panj Pyare. If by chance that there is not 5 Amritari Sikhs, Singhs sitting in the Sangat at that time, then what that Gursikh should do is, once that they have taken those 5 handfuls out of the vartaa, they can recite the Panj Pyare's names and then put those 5 handfuls straight back into the deg as well. And then also we take out another handful, and then that is kept in a gully underneath Maharaj's Manji Sahib. That was then for the Granthi Singh as well. So a lot of you might be familiar with this as well, or you might have seen it, or you don't know what's going on, but Saad Sangat ji, that is then what is actually going on. And then also how to distribute it as well to the Sangat, it should be done equally. Because Maharaj Sache Pacha said, Guru Nanak Dev Ji Maharaj, that this will be served to everyone, of all classes, people from whichever dharam. But then it's got to be distributed equally as well to every single individual. Saad Sangat ji, moving forward as well, Maharaj says, Sab se nu kirpal samal hai sahe sahe, कि He is merciful to all. He sustains us with each and every breath. Virtha koi na jaye je aave tud aahe. कि those who come with you, those who come to you with love and faith are never ever turned away empty-handed. Saad Sangat ji, ਜਦੋਂ ਅਸੀਂ ਗੁਰਦੁਆਰੇ ਨੂੰ ਆਉਂਦੇ ਆ, we should always take something away. And I'm not only just talking about, the Guru doesn't only just give us langar or shelter or basic needs like food. But Saad Sangat ji, sab to vadi cheez that we need to take away from a gurdwara is sikhya. Is what we're going to take away from us. What do we learn when we come to the gurdwara sahib? What do we take away? Not just that also, but also seva, Saad Sangat ji, which is going to help wash away our path. Do we take away humility from the gurdwara? Do we partake in any seva that is going to help us for the future? On Saad Sangat ji, coming into, when I was talking even about the temperature of the deg, or even how it's prepared, Saad Sangat ji, I cannot stress enough, I don't have enough words, emotions, to explain the amount of satkar, the respect, that how we should prepare things, as in i.e. the langar, or even Deg itself as well. Sad Sangat Ji, at the time of a Mahapurkh, a Sant known as Baba Harnam Singh Rampur Khede Wale, Sad Sangat Ji, they were sitting on Chaur Sahib, they were doing Chaur Sahib over Tan Shri Guru Granth Sahib Ji Maharaj. And the Singhs that were staying at the Gurdwara at that time, they had prepared Deg very, very quickly. As in, Japji Sahib wasn't even recited with Satkar, it was very rushed. And they came running into the Darbar and the Deg was absolutely boiling hot. Those who have made Deg will know exactly how hot it is, right at the very beginning. And then they started to serve that to the Sangat, and it was burning sort of everyone's fingers. The Sad Sangat Ji jire Sant hunde a, Brahm Gyani hunde a, they have that connection with God. They have darshan of the Gurus themselves. And Baba Harnam Singh said that once that they were sitting on Chaur Sahib, they saw that 10th Paatshah, Tan Shri Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj walked into the Darbar at that time. And they said to them, Ki as Sevadarane, they prepared the Deg very, very quickly without Satkar, and now they're serving that into the Sangat. Because Sad Sangat Ji, the Sangat is also the form of Rab. Akal Purkh Vaheguru is here in the Shabad Roop of Tan Shri Guru Granth Sahib Ji Maharaj, but Vaheguru, God, is here right inside us right now. What Guru Sahib here is now explaining is that whatever you prepare should happen with Shraddha, should happen with Satkar, should happen without ego, it shouldn't be rushed. And then even when we distribute it, it must be nice, like to a cool temperature where it can be held and also eaten as well at the same time. And Maharaj was saying, 10th Paatshah says, this is bihadbi, this is disrespect. That Deg is so hot and you're offering that to the Guru and the Sangat. So Sad Sangat Ji, we must be very careful. And at the same time, Sad Sangat Ji here, when we're talking about respect, just moving away from the concept of Deg itself, Sad Sangat Ji, even if you look at the battle of Chamkaur Sahib, when 10th Paatshah, when Guru Gobind Singh Ji was leaving the jung, Guru Sahib took their shoes off. And when the Singh said to them, Ki Maharaj, why are you taking your shoes off when we're about to walk straight through a battlefield, jithe kandeya, sharp objects on the floor, there's swords on the floor, your feet are going to be bleeding. And what did 10th Paatshah say? Guru Gobind Singh Ji said, Ki the reason why I've taken my shoes off is because I don't want to step on the gaze of my Singhs with my shoes on. Look at the satkar that 10th Paatshah has for gaze. Sad Sangat Ji, gaze is the most important the most important kakar. Gaze Guru di More. Sadi nishani ke sato aundiya, Sad Sangat Ji. All of our Guru Sahibs all had long gaze. The Sikh di nishani bhi gaze to hi hai. Also, Sad Sangat Ji, another humble request. This is very big in the Punjabi community. Whenever there's an anand karaj at the Gurdwara, and Sad Sangat Ji, I don't want to call anyone a hypocrite here or anything like that, but Sad Sangat Ji, I'm just going to explain a scenario which is very common. We come to the Gurdwara, we ask for the Guru's blessings at a wedding, at a Sukhmani Sahib, at an Akhand Path, or even when we come to the Gurdwara, for example, today. And if we look at weddings, what happens after the Gurdwara? We go to the party halls. On that day, you've done matha tek to Guru Granth Sahib Ji by saying ki, you're my Guru and I accept you and you are perfect. And then also, when Deg is distributed to us, ਉਹ Deg ਆਪਾਂ ਵੀ ਛਕਦੇ ਆ, ਤਾਂ ਫਿਰ ਵਿਆਹਾਂ ਤੋਂ ਬਾਅਦ ਜਦੋਂ ਫਿਰ ਆਪਾਂ ਪਾਰਟੀਆਂ ਨੂੰ ਜਾਂਦੇ ਆ, ਉੱਥੇ ਸਾਰਾ ਕੁਝ ਚੱਲਦਾ, ਮੀਟ ਚੱਲਦਾ, ਸ਼ਰਾਬ ਚੱਲਦਾ. That then is Sad Sangat Ji being poured over that Deg as well. Now that Deg, like I said, has had Gurbani read over it. That Deg consists of Gurbani itself. We are then doing disrespect and biadabi of Deg and of Gurbani itself. So we must be careful ki what we consume, what goes into our body as well. Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj even his horse, Dasme Pacha's horse, refused to even go into tobacco fuel. That is the Ucha Sucha Jeevan Sad Sangat Ji that a Khalsa, a Sikh should have. And we should do our very best, Sad Sangat Ji, to stay away from the Bajar Karata and live upon the hukams of Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj. Sad Sangat Ji, now the 13th Hukam, which I was going to explain next week, but because it links into this one, I'm just going to take another 5 minutes. The 13th Hukam, Sad Sangat Ji, is Jad tak Karaah Parsaad vartadaa rahe, sari hi sangat adol baithi rahe. That means that when Karaah Parsaad, when deg is being distributed into the Sangat, we shouldn't be in a rush to just take our deg and then quickly leave. We should wait until everyone in the darbar has been served deg, and once everyone has finished it, then we should leave the darbar as well. Karke Sad Sangat Ji comes down to equality again. Also, what Maharaj here is trying to test us is in Sikhi, which we call tiraj, which means patience, but to also have santok, right? Now tiraj means patience. Maharaj says ki kat main har ju basai santan kahyo pukar kaho nanak teh pajmana paunid utar hai par. Ki Akal Purkh Vaheguru is in every single individual's heart, in their man. And this is, Sad Sangat Ji, this is true. And Maharaj says is that we should then meditate together and then cross over all of our obstacles or challenges in life together as well. When deg has been blessed and has been given to the Guru, has been given to the Panj Pyare, the Panj saying, Sad Sangat Ji, the Sangat should also wait until deg has also been distributed into the Sangat. So Maharaj also says ki Dada Data Ek hai Sabko Devanhar Dinda Totana Avai Aganat Pare Pandar. Ki Akal Purkh Vaheguru, you are the great giver, you give to everyone. And there's no limit, because Akal Purkh Vaheguru keeps giving and giving and giving. And Sad Sangat Ji, what do? We keep taking and taking. But what does Maharaj want from us? Guru Sahib wants a pledge from us. Ki whatever our ardaas is, and even as duty, Sad Sangat Ji, as Sikhs, because we have a duty as well, that we stay true to that. Maharaj says ki Sur Bir Bachan Ke Bali. Maharaj says ki those are true warriors. They are the biggest warriors. They are the bravest and strongest warriors who stay true to their word. So Sad Sangat Ji, over the last few weeks we've been also doing hukams, going over the 10th and the 11th hukam about an ardaas, on how to do ardaas. And there's been sakhiya also, ki, where we explain from our history examples ki how ardaas has worked for many individuals in our history. Sad Sangat Ji, our ardaas also works. Guru Sahib Sache Pacha listens to us all because we're their children. But Sad Sangat Ji, when we come into the darbar, we should come with humility as well. And also when we are doing seva, if we ever see anyone who we don't even get along with, Sad Sangat Ji, first thing what we must remember is that we are in the Guru's house. In the Guru's house, Sad Sangat Ji, Guru Sahib also has love for those people who we have grudges with. So Sad Sangat Ji, if I made any mistakes throughout this last half an hour of Katha, please do forgive me. Please do join us again next week from 7 o'clock to 7:30, where we'll be going over the next hukam. So, हुइयां गलतियां दा माफ़ करना जी, हाथ जोड़ के फतेह बुलावो जी। वाहिगुरु जी का खालसा, वाहिगुरु जी की फतेह।